centerpieces. Okay, Brent. Brent from Perks Cabinetry. Come on up here. You got to come up here. You know what? I mean, I can only imagine what you do in homes. They do, let's a testimonial. Hang on here. And what is your name?
My name is Robin Custance.
Hi, Robin.
My husband and I just had our kitchen remodeled this year in the summer, and they helped us so much with our cupboards, and I'm in love with my kitchen. And my husband, who is not usually a person to sit in the kitchen, he's in the recliner in the living room, and I'm the indentured servant in the kitchen. He's now sitting in the kitchen with me every day. He loves the kitchen, and I love the kitchen. It's wonderful. So I would highly recommend them. They're wonderful to work with, and they'll really help you with some good ideas.
What an amazing testimonial. Does that make, look at you, you're beaming over here. Brent's beaming. Okay, I'm going to give the microphone to Brent and talk about your business. We're excited.
All right. Hi guys, I'm Brent from Perks. I'm usually the guy that's behind the scenes. I don't get out much. Our two designers from Perks are sitting in the back laughing. That's Kim and Kylie. Kylie is in our Marinette store. Kim is over in Escanaba. So if you need to talk anything about kitchens, right in the back is your perfect opportunity. Both of our designers are here. Perks Cabinetry is a full line kitchen bath store. We have two showrooms, obviously in Escanaba and Marinette. A lot of people don't know that. They think, well, we're just in Marinette. No, we've been in Escanaba since 2002. Perks has been serving these areas since 1978, so we've been around for a while.
Wow.
We offer cabinetry and installation. A lot of people think of cabinetry and they think, well, that's all we offer. We offer everything that's in the kitchen. So when you think about your kitchen, your countertops in laminate, quartz, granite, solid surface, we do all of those surfaces right here on the Escanaba store and in Marinette as well. We fabricate solid surface and laminate out of Escanaba. So we have a shop where we're fabricating and laminating every day right out of the Escanaba. So all that stuff that you see that we do out of there is local because we're building it right there on site. So we do some of that. We do a little bit of everything in the cabinetry world. We just spoke to one individual here. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. But in the back, we have spoke to so many people in this room that came up to us to thank us for the job that we did for them, and that is really good for us to hear, and we appreciate that. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. For the rest of you, when you're ready, we're here for you. So I know a kitchen or a bathroom isn't something that you do very often. It's something that you may do once or twice in your lifetime. So when you need it, we're here for you right on 1st Avenue North in Escanaba on the highway going out of Marinette.
Thank you, Brent.
You bet.
Very much. Great job. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Janine, I'm coming back to you. Can I do that, Christina?
Sure.
Okay. Janine came up. Is it Burton? Yes. Oh, okay. Janine, as you know, I was over there before. She's with the Pampered Chef. It's coming. Yeah, I can't do that part of it. I'm multitasking right now. Okay, but she'd like to talk about some other items that she has at Pampered Chef that we weren't aware of, correct? All right, here you go.
I just wanted to
mention, if you guys are intrigued by the demonstration that she did earlier, I just wanted to mention that Instant Pots are actually a brand of pressure cooker. So they are not the only options on the market, and if you're curious about learning more about pressure cooking, I would love to help you learn more about that. That's one of the things that we do. In fact, we have an option that's called the multi-cooker, and it does pressure cooking. It actually does sous vide, which I understand is the next thing we're learning about. So if you're not familiar with sous vide cooking, it's an incredibly interesting cooking method. Also it has 16 functions. So it does pressure cooking, sous vide, yogurt making, sterilizing, eggs, pressure, slow cooker, all of it all in one device. So it's great. So I think pressure cooking is something that was popular many, many years ago, and many people were afraid of it because of the horror stories, explosions, and things like that. And it's really come a long way, and safety is paramount. And these newer devices are really focused on safety and making it an accessible cooking method for people.
Mushroom people are asking, did you use mushrooms the last time?
The door prize that I get donated is a savory maple seasoning. And boy, there's a lot of names in here. Stir it around a little bit and we'll grab this one. Okay, Olivia Smith, number 7. All right, cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Janine. Congratulations, Olivia. Okay, we have some more prizes to give away. 906 Outdoors. We have 3 more 10-ounce bags of fish batter to give away, and 1 more of the 40-ounce tub of fish batter. Where's my team?
Random person in the crowd.
Oh, really? Okay, for 906 Outdoors, Tammy Martin, number 43. Hi, Tammy. Congratulations.
Yeah, that was really good.
Okay, from Healthway Nutrition. How you doing over there? I'm gonna get over there soon. Okay, we have a $25 gift card. What is that gift card? Is that for you, for your business, correct? Excellent, thank you. And the winner is number 285, Chad Weston Brook. Chad! Way to go, Chad. And Sarah, I remember. Huh? It took me a while, right? How we doing, chefs?
We're ready.
You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll stop for now, and we're going to turn it over to Chef Christina and Chef Megan.
Can everybody hear me better this time? Yes. Yeah. Okay, good. So. A lot of them said no. No? Moving it up. I do mumble, so that doesn't help. Okay, how about that? All right. So we are going to start with sous vide. I know Steve's got some information for that. First, before he goes into that, we are going to show you how to do it, and then he can give you the information. So right here we have salmon. We seasoned it with salt and pepper, lemon juice, butter, and then put lemons in there, and then you cryovac it. I've read that you can use Ziploc bags as well. You just have to, when you submerge it in the water, the air will come out and then you seal it. So you set your sous vide machine to the temperature that you need it on, which salmon is 120 degrees, and then you set it for the time amount, which is 45 minutes for this. In the back we already did a ribeye and fillet, so that's ready to go when we get to that point. So we're going to go ahead and start this so that I can get cooking. By the end of the show, we'll be able to sear that off and show you what the end product is. Right here we have chicken started. in there we put in their butter, salt, pepper, garlic, and thyme, fresh thyme. So that's cooking. And now while these are cooking, and Steve talks about the sous vide method and all the information that he has for that, we are going to make a take on the forest floor soup, since they gave us these amazing products to use.
So Chad, are you around the corner there? Chad? Yeah. Chad? Chad from Gourmet Mushrooms.
Sorry, you're on this corner.
No, I know. I just want to bring them up because we're actually gonna add something to our presentation today, and we're gonna incorporate dove oyster mushrooms, lion's mane, chestnut, and your dried morels that you were very, very gracious to give us, since we know morels are expensive. So Chad, Christine, why don't you tell Chad what we're going to do to feature his wonderful products?
We're going to make a forest floor soup with a combination of all your mushrooms by using the mushrooms, cream, thyme, onions, celery, the fresh garlic that we have here today, and cream. I think it said the cream. So,
That sounds delicious.
thank you.
It sounds delicious.
So I don't know if you want to say a few
You
words
wanna
about your
say
product.
anything? I mean, if you want to talk about different types of mushroom soups that you can make, or
Yeah.
anything that you can.
For the soup, I would go. For the soup, I would go a little bit heavier on the chestnut and the morels. Probably
Okay.
not as much of the lion's mane, because
Okay.
the lion's mane does have a slightly bitterness to it, so you don't want that to overpower your soup.
Okay.
Go very light on the lion's mane if you're going to do that. Usually, when we do the lion's mane, we'll fry it at a high heat, like we'll
Okay.
sear it, because it kind of. Usually we'll do like a marinade on the lion's mane, and then we'll sear it at like a high heat, and that kind of takes some of the a little bit stronger flavor.
So do you just eat it like that?
Yeah, so
Typically,
like
or
what
do you
I'll
put it
usually
on a
do
product?
when I do lion's mane is I'll usually make like a marinade for it. So I'll do either like a teriyaki marinade, or sometimes I'll marinate it similar in a way that I'll marinate like beef jerky. So I'll do like maybe like a liquid smoke, or like a brown sugar with a little bit of like liquid aminos or something like that, and I'll do a marinade, and then I'll put it on a hot skillet, and then I press it with like another pan, and I'll make
Okay.
like a lion's mane steak, and that's one of my favorite ways to make lion's mane.
So should we omit it from the soup?
Maybe omit it from that soup.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
I would.
Okay.
But everything else, you're good to go. The oysters are a really good one for. I like to add those to pastas for anything like that. Like they go really good in omelets, pizzas, pastas.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, my go-to for soups is always the chestnuts. They always go really good in soups. And then morels. You can never go wrong putting
Right.
morels in anything. So
Sounds great.
yeah, that's my opinion.
We're gonna whip it up.
Chad, thanks for coming up
Yep.
and explaining the different products that you have. Appreciate
Thanks for having me.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start on the soup, and then see if you can go ahead and talk
Thank
sous
you,
vide.
Christina. Thank you. Okay, I did my homework again, so I'm going to read through some things for you.
So,
The sous vide. The inventor was Bruno Gossault.
in
He
there.
invented it in
And then start
1971.
putting the onions and celery,
He is known
and then,
as the father of sous vide.
garlic, and start sauteing everything.
He was looking for ways to improving the tenderness of roast beef. That's all he was doing. And we're going to see where that's grown to be for that type of cooking. So sous vide is French for under vacuum. It's also referred to as under pressure. One of the best ways to cook proteins and veggies at a low temperature. This is not a boil in the bag. Sous vide has been featured on shows such as MasterChef and My Kitchen Rules. Hey, all of our kitchens rule, right? That's where we make all our good products. Cooks the heartiest of steaks and the most delicate of seafoods. And Christina will get into that because we did do some things yesterday that were wow. or the day before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Days pushed together for me. Professional chefs like sous vide. The finished product is the precise doneness required for steaks and other proteins and veggies. Sous vide is very affordable for the home. I did a little price checking, and you can get from years ago when I grew up, you'd call it a Volkswagen to a Cadillac. So prices start at $69 and can go up to $450. Okay, depending on what you want. Bells and whistles, right? Do you need them? Don't you need them? But that's up to you. Food items cannot be sous vide at room temperature or from frozen. Everything must come from the refrigerator. Sous vide bags are not manufactured with BPA or any other harmful chemicals. And you do not need an expensive vacuum sealer, okay? That's my homework. One thing I didn't say it before, but up front here for the Instapot, I went online and I found this really good site that has a cheat sheet for cooking time. So in your travels, come on up here and grab one of those. It'll really help you. Okay, so I'm going to go to see Medals by McKay. Gwendolyn, I'm coming to see you. I'm sorry. One time. So this is a really interesting company. I've never seen this before, right? There's a lot of things I haven't seen today. This is fun. Okay. You have to come out here a little bit to do that. Yeah. People need to see you. Yeah, do you need an extra? You want some? Oh, that would be great. Great idea, Sarah.
Give you the mushrooms now.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the microphone. And again, this is Medals by McKay. There's got to be a story, right? What do we do all day? We listen to stories. Wonderful stories about loves and passions for what you do. Okay, so you're going to smell some of these items that have been, right? And by Gwendolyn, and here you go. You're going to get the microphone. It's all yours.
Hello, thank you. My name is Gwendolyn with Medals by McKay. I would love to take the credit for welding these flowers, but my brother is the talented welder. He's been in the RV industry about 10 years. And so he was just making these flowers, the open rose, just for fun. And I picked one up, and I've never felt one so heavy before, because I've seen them at like Renaissance fairs and things like that. But these are 20 gauge steel flowers, so you never have to put them in the sun, you never have to water it. I had the idea to put foam balls in essential oils, and so if you get a chance to smell it, it's just a rose essential oil. And I am a recent transplant. I just moved here to Iron Mountain, Michigan from Phoenix, Arizona. And I am originally from the Midwest, so I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. But when I was in Phoenix, I owned and operated the chocolate tour of Scottsdale. And so when I moved here, I couldn't really pick that business up. But this was an easy way for me to get out in the community and meet people and help my brother out. The RV industry since the pandemic has been very volatile. So he's been out of work quite a bit, more often than normal. So he makes the flowers and I help co-design. And some of the flowers that you'll see have been torched with different oxygen and gases. So we have the plain steel with the torched gases. Sometimes they're gold, sometimes they're blue, sometimes they're purple. And every single one is hand forged by my brother. So it takes him a decent amount of time. For the ones that are colored, I just do a spray paint. So right now the packer is getting started again. I did a green and gold, and And one of the things that we like to talk about is that about 78% of men don't receive their first flower until their funeral. So we're trying to, I know it's a very sad statistic, but we're trying to normalize gifting men flowers, and so we like to think that our flowers are perfect for men and women. And I am an Army veteran, so I always like to offer 10% off for veterans and their families. So if you're a veteran or if you're a family member of a veteran, I like to offer that. And I do have a little special for the cooking show today. I'm offering any 3 flowers for $120 or $10 off each flower.
Thank you, Gwendolyn. So, thank you for your service to our country. Let's give her a round of applause for that. That's huge. We appreciate your sacrifice. So I have to ask you the chocolate. I love chocolate. What was this chocolate thing you have to talk about that you left? How can you leave chocolate? Huh? What's up with that?
I know, I hated to do it, but you know, because of the pandemic, I just wasn't able to do it anymore. It was a 2-mile walking tour through downtown and waterfront Scottsdale, and we would visit small business owners with, you know, I would teach them about the history of chocolate. We would hear some stories from the owners. We would get chocolate, gelato, cupcakes, ice cream. You know, I was in really good shape when I started the chocolate tour, but then I had to like do all this research and development, you know, and so I hated to leave it, but I'm still a very little business owner, so whenever I go back to Arizona, I get a bunch of goodies.
Quickly.
Well, thank you for giving a little history on yourself, and welcome to our area. Iron Mountain is a great town to live in. That's where I have a home and live sometime. Yeah, so thank you very much. Oh wait, we have we have a t-shirt to give away. Where's my team? Oh. No, I like that. What everybody think of the smelling the roses? A lot of different fragrances. So this is for a t-shirt. What's this say on the t-shirt? Which company? Oh, okay, very nice. Red Rose. Okay, number 180, Jackie. Number 180, Jackie, where are you? Oh, there, I see a finger pointing down towards. Okay. Come on over here. We need a size, right? We have a medium, a large, and an extra large. Large? Large.
I'm gonna stick my nose in it. You can smell both now.
Okay, now TNT Hardware is not here, but they've been very gracious in giving a Hamilton Beach compact multi-cooker. It comes with air conditioning, power brakes. Okay, so here we go, number 023, Linda Butkiss. Butkiss? Congratulations.
Now when that comes, when it starts boiling again, put about a tablespoon, yeah, maybe about half, if that.
Okay, we're coming back to 906 Outdoors. What a beautiful day it is today outdoors, by the way. I went out and got some fresh air.
They have pirates. Now I gotta go buy garlic.
Number 070.
Apparently it's pretty potent.
Mango Aird? Mango Aird? Oh, there you are.
How many tablespoons?
You came up and saw me. Yeah.
Probably say like 60. What's the whole clove of garlic? Yeah, she'll use like
Another one from 906 Outdoors. Who wants to draw?
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, right.
Number 124, Nancy Porath. Nancy, there you are. Right there. Congratulations, Nancy. I'm trying to think of it. Okay, 906 Outdoors. And thank you for all those wonderful bags of fish batter. I love fish batter. I love fish. .099 Jean Luzardi. Jean Luzardi. Congratulations, Jean. Okay, we have from Landeville Farms, and this is artisan maple syrup, pure, natural, and my favorite, honest. Right? Can't get any better than that. From Landeville's Garlic Farms, number 282.
Oh my God.
I can't. Deidre Wonder. Deidre.
Oh my God.
Hi, Deidre. Congratulations. One more.
One number away. Tailing $10 short.
Okay, we have one more prize, and then we'll carry on with lots of other things. Sous vide. Coming your way. This is from 906 Outdoors again. Fish fry batter. And this will conclude our gracious donations from our vendors who are here today. 087 Sandy Bennett. Sandy, where are you? Okay, there she is. Right by us up there. Again, thank you all our local businesses for your gracious donations and being here today. Let's have a round of applause for them all. Thank you. Now we have one more. I'm saving this vendor because they're shy. Okay, so hi. How are you two? Okay, so Healthway. Tell us about Healthway. Who wants to talk about your nutrition store?
Hi, my name is Paula. I work at Healthway. I see a lot of familiar faces here. Glad you came. The store started in 1990. My dad had purchased it from my aunt, and at first we started out with just a few dozen spices, and now we're up to over almost 400. So that includes like your tea, organic, herbs. A lot of people make their own like body lotions, toothpaste, whatever they want to do. So. I've never made homemade toothpaste, but there are customers who come in and I just got a recipe. One was like with baking soda, coconut oil, and an essential oil peppermint. So very simple. It does. Come and smell our booth. It smells really good. And this is my friend Sam I hired, and she is an awesome worker, so she'll tell you some things I miss.
We actually have another giveaway at our table, so if you came by and saw us, you signed up. We had pulled a name here already, Michelle Ray. Yes, Michelle, you won. You come and see us whenever you're ready to leave. We have another $25 gift card for you.
Also, if you look in your paper, we do have a coupon in there, and it lasts for the rest of the year. And we have a lot of things for your holiday baking on sale. So stop in and see us. We're not just a supplement store. We are a nutrition store with food, spices, gluten-free dietary needs. We have it all.
Thank you very much. Christina, how are we doing?
We are doing good. We're waiting for the soup to come up to temp a little bit more.
Okay. Look at these wonderful dishes. Oh my
We have
goodness.
7 minutes left on the chicken. And Sam's got 24 minutes. But we could sear off the steaks.
Let's do that. We're going to sear off the steaks. Now these steaks, talk about that, Christina, please.
About the steaks? About the steaks?
Yeah. We're going to sear off.
So, a ribeye and a fillet that they cook at 130 degrees for 1 hour. And when they're done, they're about medium rare to medium rare, closer to medium rare. So then we're going to turn on the pan. Hold on. Get that hot and so we can get those searing for you guys. The filet we put in there salt, pepper, and fresh garlic. And the ribeye we just did salt and pepper. And then we made a garlic and herb butter compote to put on the top of it, so it'll melt right on there. We'll take a couple slices off of this and put it on. But we tried these a couple days ago to try it out because sous vide is new to us pretty much too. It's been a fun experience. I have one on the way from Amazon to my house now because it's fun. The ribeye just melts in your mouth. You probably don't even need a knife to cut it. I couldn't believe it.
So why don't you talk about the color of the ribeye
When it's the finished product?
when it's finished product, because the colors are different than what we're used to.
Yeah, so when you cook it on the grill, you notice that it's gray around the outside because it cooks from the outside in. But when you sous vide it and then you sear it, it's pink, edge to edge. So there's no overcooking. And well, you cook it to how you like it. If you want it done more, you just sear it longer. Or you could sous vide it a little bit longer as well, or a little bit higher temp. So yeah, they came out medium rare right now. And she's gonna sear it off.
So Christina, for some people like medium rare steaks, medium, well done. How do you judge the time on that? I mean, is there
When you're sous videing?
yeah.
I'm not quite sure yet, actually.
Okay.
Because I only did it to medium rare because I wanted it to be pink when we got done with it.
Okay. So I'm sure that there's guides or instructions on the way you'd want your proteins cooked. Also, with fish, since it's so delicate, it's amazing how it turns out. For me, I like to cook Cajun salmon, so I do it on the grill. I finish it off in the oven. That's kind of like my favorite salmon. But salmon, you can really brutalize salmon. You really can. And throwing it on the grill and doing different things with it, you have to really keep an eye on it to do it. This sous vide cooking is, you never have to worry about how your fish is going to be. Your most delicate, to have more dense proteins like you.
I would be curious to find out, like, if someone likes medium well or even well steak after it's sous vide. I wonder what the inside's going to be like. If it's going to be dry, because a lot of well done is dry, or if it's going to be nice and juicy still. So someday I'm going to try it just because of curiosity.
How many have sous vide?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you have them at home. I'm going to come see you. Coming to see you. We don't have to talk about this was invented by a Frenchman. It does not mean we have to talk French. All right, so who are you? Hi, Jean. Everybody say hi, Jean. Okay, tell us, Subi, tell us your story.
First of all, I've been a teacher for 37 years and I've never heard. So yes, sous vide cooking, and to answer your question, if you do medium well done, it's still very, very tender and very moist.
Very nice.
So it's awesome. Never had a better steak in my life.
Very nice.
Yeah. Thank you, Jean. And for all the kids that you touched their lives and did, thank you for that too. Teachers are important. They get our kids going. Okay, who else? Who else sous vide? Some more. There you go. Sorry. I'm getting towards the end of my presentation. Hi, how are you? I've never met you before in my life. Okay, so this is the new Delona restaurant owner, and he's going to talk about, now, I did get to meet him earlier, and he is an accredited chef. So we have a new chef coming into the area, and he's going to bring some great things to his restaurant for all of you. Here you go.
Good.
Hey guys, my name is Daniel Christie. Just wanted to further explain a little bit more about what sous vide is. It's a little bit intimidating if you think about it. It's all French, and you're just like, oh my gosh, it's a new device that plugs into the wall and it cooks things on sack. So what the deal is it's basically, if you break it down, it's basically a heating coil on the inside that maintains a certain degree or temperature that you desire. And then it's basically got a boat motor on it. So in other words, a prop to any old boat that you got out there that keeps the water moving. And then at that point, what it's doing is utilizing the water as the temperature, as a total immerse. It's called an immersion circulator. Is technically what a sous vide is called. And basically it just allows that piece of meat or whatever you have in it product to obtain that certain degree and it's cold. So in other words, if we were to utilize that in a restaurant, say we sold 15 steaks per night, we probably put about 10 of them in to the sous vide, hold them, we can only hold them for 2 hours. We hold them at that certain temperature, someone comes in, we hold them at rare. Someone comes in, they want a medium rare, we go ahead and reverse sear, we take it out of the bag, go ahead and season it a little bit more, put it back on the grill to desired temperature, and we go ahead and serve that. It saves money from us because then we go ahead and turn your table quicker, so you guys get food quicker. So, and it's, you get a desired product. Assured every single time. But yeah, I've taught this method to many people, and basically they're all scared. So that's basically, it's just easy. It just keeps everything. So yeah, that's all I wanted to explain, guys. Thank you.
From a true user and restaurant owner. Thank you. Oh, great question. I just got asked, when are you going to open? October? The month of October. All right. Welcome to the area. That was a great question. Thank you. Ooh, it's smelling really good over here. Can we go down the list?
We have the steaks ready.
Okay, the steak's ready.
So this is what the ribeye looks like after it's all seared. The butter's melting on the top. I'll give it a cut so you guys can kind of see what that looks like.
Oh my, look at that. So that was medium rare, right? That's what you, yep. Pass it around.
Everybody gets a bite.
Who said that? That's awesome.
Yeah.
If I had a prize for you, I would give it to you.
Megan's gonna sear the chicken that just got done in the sous vide. And I'll get cut into the fillet so you guys can see that. And then, yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Perfect medium rare. So, while we're waiting for the chicken to cook, the fish has got 14 minutes left on it. The chicken
We have
is
time.
seared. I'm going to show you some other things that we did at the same time. We cooked these earlier this afternoon. We did corn on the cob. So we put salt, pepper, garlic, and butter in there. We did potatoes, salt, pepper, garlic, and butter, nice and soft. And then colored carrots with salt, pepper, and butter. So we can plate those up on top of the steak so you guys can see them there too. And all the vegetables, they took a lot, everything took a different time at a different temp. And do you have the sheet right there? I know.
Here you go.
So, like potatoes are at 190 degrees for an hour, carrots 190 for an hour, asparagus I have in the back. It literally took 8 minutes at 180 degrees. But those sat in the warmer, so they're a little overdone, so I wasn't going to show you guys. Turn it out too, okay? And then the corn on the cob, 185 degrees for 30 to 45 minutes. And you can go 30 if you like it a little bit more puffer, or you want it longer if you need a soft corn or soft to chew. A little better.
So from proteins to vegetables, asparagus in 8 minutes. Wow.
And then, like when you take the potatoes, the butter and the seasonings in there, after you cut them or however you want to do that, put them in the bowl. Take the juice from the cooking and put it right on top. It makes it all back all together. You get all the flavors. And then we have our soup that we are pretty much done with. It's just needs to simmer to get more flavor. While I was cooking, we took the onions and celery and garlic. We can saute them together and then cut the mushrooms and put that in and then sauteed it really well till they're nice and soft. We added a little bit of water to it and chicken base. Chicken base brings the flavor out of a lot of different soups. And then after that got up to temp, then we added some cream to it. And we brought it up to temp, and once it started coming to a boil, we put a little roux in there to thicken it, and now we're just simmering it to get all the flavors and all together. This corn on the cob turned out pretty good. It's a little soft, but it's not like falling off the cob soft. So, it smells amazing. How's the chicken coming? That's all I have for now. We're just waiting 11 more minutes for the sandwich.
Jessica. Jessica, are you here? Sarah, Jessica? There she is, Jessica. Are we ready to do these centerpieces?
They're all taken care of, thank you.
It's already done?
Yeah.
Oh, I was so busy, I didn't even know it. In the promo cash too? Oh, you are so efficient. Oh my goodness. I didn't even see you do that. Wow, thank you very much for that. Thank you. Now that you've all sat and seen these presentations, in your minds have been thinking about, oh, I'm going to run out and maybe get a sous vide or refire up your crock pot. Or
Dust it
even
off.
dust it off and refire it up. Is there any stories? Look at the stories we've shared today already, right? We're like a family right now. Is there any stories that you want to share that would help all of us, maybe even push us to that point of getting it out of the box and plugging it in? Does anybody have any stories? While we're waiting. What's that? Oh, you got to tell that. This is a sharing moment. Now I met you already, right? Yes, you're the one with the cook stove. You have to tell that story. But first, I want to know who keeps borrowing your stuff and not.
My daughter-in-law and my friends. I got a beautiful big sized crock pot, and they kept borrowing it so much I've never used it yet myself. I had it almost 3 years.
That is wonderful. That's what family's for, right? Yeah, so when you were up there earlier talking to me, why don't you share what you cooked with for years?
Until 1986, for those of you that are familiar with Escanaba, as you go in the front door of Elmer's grocery store, look to your left. That house on the corner was mine. And it didn't have a tree or a bush in it now, but it has lots of them until now. But anyway, I cooked on a wood cook stove in that house until 1986. And I was cooking on a 1913 Kalamazoo Presidential. That's the big one, with the warming ovens and the copper water tank. And the reason I did that, because half of my kitchen was pioneer style with black slate flooring and that, and the other half of my kitchen was modern oak. But my boys were all in football and hockey, and my daughter was skating in the ice skating rinks. And all I could do was put a big kettle on the stove. Every day, any kid that wanted to come at my house and eat, they could, as long as nobody left a dirty dish. Whoever left a dirty dish would do dishes for a week. My family used to say that they never saw a piece of meat until Sunday. But one day that happened, I just happened to throw on, because I'd been at the rink all day, some hot dogs and a couple of beans. And my husband came in and said, "What's for supper? It smells so good." Because I had a turkey with a rum sauce, and I was actually using brandy that day on it. But anyway, he smelled it. So he went down the block on both sides and said, anybody that put something in our oven to save on their gas, he'd get a slice. That was the price. So that's what we did. And when I sold the house in 86 when we moved to Arizona, we moved back in 99. And those same people still own that house today, but she doesn't have the cook stove in there anymore. But I would show the brownies and the Girl Scouts how to use a wood cook stove, from lighting it up in the fall, and that heated our house too, and then cleaning it up in the summertime and having the chimney sweep come and clean my chimney and tell me his poems and his little songs and stuff. So that's what we did. Okay, you want me to tell you my name? It's Sandy St. Peter.
Thank you, Sandy. Love the story. That's what makes us all so unique, right? We all have different walks of life. Anybody else want to share a story while we're waiting?
I did cut the chicken.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did. It's nice and moist. You can feel it. Nice color all the way through. Sear on the front, around it. And then we also plated up the soup. I know you guys can't see it from there very well. Maybe the camera. Not really. So if you want to come up and see that afterwards too. It smells amazing, nice and mushroomy. And we have 5 minutes left in the second, and then we'll get that seared off, and then I'll end our program.
Anybody else? Come on, I know there's more people out there. Oh, huh? It's all about sharing. Or if you have a question, yeah, oh, thank you. If you even have a question you want to ask, I'll come over to you.
Some of the meat that she was around, but
What's your name?
Dorothy Pep.
Dorothy Pep. Thank you for being here. Oh, Pepin.
But this sort of media, how do you pronounce it? Do you have to have that in the water? Is that the whole thing that you would buy?
So
I don't understand.
this right here is what you would buy. It's like a sous vide wand or a stick. People call it a different thing. You can use a stock pot.
Oh, okay.
There's a water level on here.
Okay.
You just have to have the water in between the minimum and the maximum.
Okay, I didn't understand that, okay.
That was a
I
great
didn't explain
question.
that before, so yeah, good question.
Anybody else have any oh, I see you have your hand up over there. Hi.
I spoke to you before. I'm Kay Van Broccoli. My daughter-in-law wanted to enter me in the worst cooks in America. I'll tell you why. I put a big meatloaf in the oven one of the rare times I went for a walk. And on the way back, I talked to my neighbor, and I'm coming into the house. I'm thinking, something smells like garbage. I burned my stove, the rubber ring around it, and I grabbed that thing out and I threw it on the deck, and it bounced like a ball. It was so bad. So that is why I don't cook. I can destroy a house really easy. My husband came in and he said, "What is that stink?" I said, "Well, we need a new stove."
Honey, we need a new stove. Thank you. That's funny stuff. Anybody else have a story? Ah, this is fun. We all good? I see some smiling over here. Oh, you're all good? Oh, yeah, I could. Oh, come on. I promise I'll be. Who does? Anybody over there? No? Oh, come on. You? All right. Thank you. This is what this is all about. A little fun, learning, right? Gifts. And your name?
Jan. Hi. My mom always made meat pie during Christmas, and she had a recipe from her friend. And so I decided that I was going to make a meat pie, so I got the dough and everything, got all the ingredients, mixed the pork and the beef and all the seasonings together, and put it in a pie pan and threw it in the oven. And we were having guests for Christmas Eve dinner that night, and it was like all this grease is just coming out from the pan and dripping all over my oven. I didn't realize I had to cook the meat. So it took about 3 hours to make this meat. Oh my God. Sorry.
She knows how to make it now. Thank you. That's a great story. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Anyone? Oh, I see a hand up over here. Oh my goodness. Hello. And you are?
I am Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. I'm going to give you the microphone because my arm's getting sore.
I never really had anyone teach me how to cook or bake or whatever, so I did things, tried things. And when I had my first serious boyfriend, of course you want to impress him, and he had a grandmother and a mother who baked homemade bread and homemade everything. So I decided to bake homemade bread. And I knew you had to put bread somewhere where it was warm to rise. And it was in the summer. Where is nice and warm in the summer? The front porch. Nice and sunny. No one told me it couldn't be in a breeze. So needless to say, I baked brick. It was literally 2 inches tall and as solid as a brick. So read the recipes or something, or have someone teach you.
How are you today? How would you rate yourself today, my dear?
As a cook, pretty good. I'm not the best baker in the world, but when you were talking about the crock pot meals, I know we're in the UP, so we probably have a lot of people that do like sauerkraut, and a lot of people just don't quite like the sourness. And I learned a little trick years ago, because I do, like, I don't know, bratwurst, Polish sausage, something of that sort, potatoes, and then I put sauerkraut over the top. And a friend once told me, just take barbecue sauce and like one squirt around the top of the pan. And it takes, you don't taste the barbecue sauce, it takes that real puckeriness out of the sauerkraut. And we love it. No, whatever I happen to have.
you so much. Let's have a round of applause. How are we doing up there, chefs?
We just put the fish in the pan to sear.
Okay, I'm coming up.
2 or 3 minutes. Then we can go.
We have supplemental information from this young lady right here. And she's going to reference my shirt.
I did not know how to use the woods correctly when I first got the stove. So I looked at all the wood pile, and there was some wood there that didn't have any bark on it, and of course I wanted to keep my stove nice and clean. So I put all this wood in there, and I went downstairs to see Walter Casey, who was fixing my dryer at the time. He worked for the public safety. And when I came back upstairs, I looked at my stove and see his shirt. That's what color it was. So I just ran back downstairs since Walter had been a fireman, and I said, Walter, get upstairs, there's something wrong with my stove. He went up there and he said, what on earth did you do? I said, well, I wanted to keep it clean, and I took all that wood that was on the end. He said, don't you know what that is? I said, no. He said, that's called ironwood, and there's a reason for it. He said, you're going to burn your irons right out of there. And he got a metal pail and all the stuff, and he took the wood out of there and took it outside and got my stove to cool down because I was going to pour cold water on it. That would have been a really big mistake. But then my mother sent me a poem that said, Ode to a Cook Stove, and the last line is, aspen wet and aspen dry, a king can warm his slippers by. And it told what foods to use, what combinations of wood, and I always hung next to the cook stove from that day on.
You have a wealth of history, don't you? We'd love to spend more time with you. Okay, chefs, Megan and Christina, you got the floor.
All right. We have about 1 minute or so left on this here, and then we'll plate the fish. And I'll cut it apart and show everybody how moist and tender it is. I like grilled salmon. It's probably my favorite as well. But after eating the salmon yesterday or day before, I think this is probably the only way I'm ever going to cook it again. For myself, at home.
So think about Christina's years of being in food service and also mine, and me sharing with you Cajun salmon is one of my favorites. Never had salmon like we had 2 days ago when we were testing everything out. So again, they're not very expensive. You don't need the Cadillac. They are affordable, and it'll be fun to work with it. It was a lot of fun. And the products just come out so moist.
Yeah, it's
So
just
amazing.
fell right apart. And it's a little medium done. I don't know, some people like it more well done.
Yeah.
So this one's medium. This one will be more done. Just flakes right apart.
So if you get a chance to come up and look at these fish you might not be able to see.
And you can take the butter that you cooked it in, put it back on top of the fish a little bit, give it that lemony buttery flavor.
Wow. Yum.
And that is the end of the cooking. Hope everybody had a good time.
Yes.
It was fun.
Thank you all very much. Thank you, Chef Christina and Chef Megan. Thank you all for being here. You made this fun for all of us, for our staff. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to meet some of you, and I wish you a great day, the rest of your day. Thank you.